Welcome at a new sharing video from Life of a Hippie CEO. Whoa, I said it in one sentence. We're making progress here, guys. I feel pretty happy today, pretty light. This week I really started with my self-love e-course, which is also for Commit Happiness. And yesterday I planned everything out, the dates of my launch, when it's going to be ready. I contacted testers. So it's a bit scary because now I have a date that I have to, like a deadline that I have to reach. But it also makes it feel so real and it makes me feel so excited. And it feels also so good that it was the second time after my last launch or relaunch that I didn't make as much sales as I'd hoped. And that actually, like, it was just completely disappointing, the amount of sales I had. And last time I got so demotivated for a very long time, and first I had to work on Life of a Hippie CEO because I couldn't get myself to keep working on Commit Happiness, the company for which I did the launch. And then I did some general work, I updated our YouTube channel. I couldn't do much real stuff, you know, I could only do the sort of simple backstage tasks that were guided by a course that would just tell me what to do, and I didn't have to think about much. And now it's just just a few weeks ago that I was super disappointed with my launch figures, with my 2 sales that I made. Although I'm really, really grateful that I at least made 2 sales. And then it was my best revenue month ever. Woo. But that's now. So the thing I wanted to say is I'm so glad that it only took me like a few weeks and I'm back in the game. And I completely understand that the last time I wasn't able to, and that's completely fine as well. But I also see how much this is nurturing me actually, because about 2 months ago, I was exactly in the same situation. I had just planned out my launch with the webinar and I was super excited and I thought, okay, this time it's going to be different and now I really have a chance of making sales. And then it didn't happen as I had hoped. But now I can start over again, and I'm 2 months later, I'm back at that place where I feel like, okay, now I can do it all again and maybe it will work this time. And my list hasn't changed so much in the meantime, so I have about 100 people extra compared to last time. I had then about 450 people and now I'm at 550 and counting. So it's going to be a bit of a difference, but I mainly think it's going to be a difference because, well, I want to see if anything goes different. Well, I'm not really doing much things differently actually, except for a small list growth, because my energy is so different this time. I think I'm really, really passionate about self-love, though my former course I really like doing it as well, and I feel honestly happy that I could create it, but it was just a sort of test course, because I didn't want to use my best subject for my first course. So now I am really passionate and I am really like, oh, this is the most important thing that I want to tell the world. So that's kind of different attitude compared to last time. And last time also taught me a lot about how I'm not supposed to sell, and I still don't know how to sell, but I'm going to revamp that and give myself more time and space to really get to a sales pitch that feels right to me. And I feel so confident to reach out to influencers this time. So it feels like the launch of my course for my own public is just the basics. Something I'm just going to do and we'll see what happens, and it would be nice if I make some sales. but it's not the thing that it all has to come from, because I really feel confident with this course that I can reach out to influencers and ask them to do webinars together, and then we divide the revenue from those webinars, and it helps me to build my list, because all the people who sign up for the webinar will be on my list, so it's a win anyway, and maybe it will make some sales as well. So my plan is to launch in May, and about a month from now my launch will be over. And then for June I want to reach out, or no, not reach out, I want to do at least 5 joint venture webinars. See how that happens, because I find it a bit difficult to find Dutch people who are in my niche and who have a decent website. That gives me confidence that they might have a big list as well, but we'll see how it goes. And this is just giving me so much new hope and energy. It makes me happy. And I had like a really rough week, actually. I think my last sharing video was kind of in the middle of that. So I had to take a lot of care of my inner child, and I had to learn a lot of lessons about unconditional love and self-love. But at the same time, wow, how much does it come together now that I create a course about self-love. So it all feels like something divine with a reason. But it wasn't the easiest week, and I had to go through a lot of inner processes. But I feel like it is helping me now, and that I've gone through, you know, the shit part, and I can now reap the benefits of feeling emotionally more free and I don't know, something like that. So that was already 6.5 minutes again. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay. Is there anything more? All the sounds you hear are my rabbits trying to eat cardboard. And I recorded a video where I show my lovely rabbit. Maybe I'll post it behind this one, although I said in this video that to put in front of. I actually wanted to do a sharing where I would show my rabbit, but I didn't feel like sharing when I felt like showing my rabbit, and now they're just in the cage and I don't want to disturb them. Yeah. Let's just keep it like this. I feel like I was more telling a story about my launch rather than seeing what I feel like. But there is in fact a lot of excitement inside me and a lot of fears. So yes, about the fears. It's again the whole pricing issue, so we'll see how it goes. At the same time I am making progress, like my starting point for pricing is so much higher now, but it's so difficult for me to look at, I now have the content of my course planned out and then not think with everything, oh, that's not enough. And then I start to add more stuff because I think, no, that one exercise that won't help, although it completely changed my life, you know, that's not relevant. I feel like it won't work because I want to price my course higher. And then I put in all this fluff, and then I'm going like, oh no, now it will take so much time and people just won't finish it and it won't help, and I should just stick to the essentials that will really help, and then I switch everything out and then it feels like it's too little and we keep going like that. But it's getting more and more shape gradually, and it has also been a big lesson for me to give myself some space. Now I'm in the brainstorming process, so my days are not productive at all. I'm just really walking through my house, meditating a little bit, cuddling my rabbits, watching some webinars, looking again in between those things at how I'm planning my course, then thinking a bit about self-love, then just eating some food and thinking a little bit and just doing something completely different. And it feels really nice actually to give myself this space, because it feels like it's part of an unconscious process and it's important not to rush it. So I couldn't have forced myself to come up with the complete outline in just one day, although the exact time that I spent on really the outline itself could have been squeezed in one day, but except it couldn't. Do you get it? But I'm also really looking forward to next week when I've got my outline clear. So then I can like full productivity ahead, and I'm really excited to do it with my joyful productivity method. I put my coloring picture up again, so we're going to use that, and hopefully after my course is done, the whole I think for you it's the right corner. I think it's mirroring my reality. So that one is hopefully completely full, or that one, I'm not sure, or maybe I'll pick a new one for the self-love course. I'm not sure what I will do, but I'm looking forward to having this really productive month now, and it also feels right to give myself some space to not be so productive at this moment. So you'll hear from me next week, and thank you for watching. And there's a rabbit dessert treat at the end of this. So I just wanted to show you my new rabbit. I'm not really planning on recording a sharing video right now, so I'll just paste it in front of the next one. But this is Snow White, my little rabbit. And there are two other ones in the cage, but they are not so cuddly yet, so I can't show them. And I tried to get the hearts with my rabbit as well, but it doesn't seem to work. Okay, do you know? Okay. No, it doesn't work. You don't get it. Oh. And it's off. Well, I'm going to watch this little thing not eating all my electricity cables, and I'll see you in the next sharing video.